So it's officially been 5 years since the release of iPhone 12 and I've been really driving this phone since 2021. You might be someone who's still holding on to this exact device and you're wondering if it's still worth keeping it or is it finally time for an upgrade. So let's break down its performance, its camera, the brand new iOS 26 and the aging battery to give you the honest answer. Let's talk about the display. 5 years since its release, it's still an amazing 6.1-inch screen. Yes, it's only 60Hz, but remember, this was a massive leap from the iPhone 11. It was the first base model to get the Super Retina XDR OLED, and the quality still holds up. The colors are rich, the blacks are deep, and for consuming content, whether it's YouTube, Netflix, or just scrolling through Instagram and Reddit. But here comes the two major problems that you should keep in mind. It's the brightness and the refresh rate. Under direct sunlight, it auto dims like crazy and it's hard to see stuff. It's 2025 and with most of the phones out with 120Hz, 60Hz feels tiny bit choppy, which a lot of users may not even notice. Do I absolutely need it? No, not really, but I would definitely love to have it later down the line. Next up, the A14 Bionic chip. It's still fast enough for 95% of what I do daily: phone calls, texting, snapping quick photos and videos, and even light gaming. The only time it literally starts to show its age is exactly as you'd expect under sustained heavy load. If you're running a graphically intense game like Mobile Legends and PUBG Mobile for a long session, or shoot videos and edit it non-stop, that's when you start to feel the throttling and the heat. Let's talk about the biggest concern for any 5-year-old phone: the battery. My phone's battery health is currently sitting at a respectable 89%, and I'll admit that I've treated it very well as I stay indoors most of the time and microcharge it whenever I can. But for the average person, here's the reality. Whenever I have to travel and rely solely on it, I get about 5 to 6 hours of screen on time with light use. That's okay, but if you're out there hammering the camera, browsing on 5G, or playing demanding games, you could definitely kill this thing a lot sooner. For most of the people still rocking the iPhone 12, a battery replacement should probably get its full day's performance back to its place. Now let's jump onto the cameras. We get the classic dual camera setup on the rear plus the great selfie camera on the front. All three of them pack a 12 megapixel sensor, and even though it's several years old, it captures amazing photos. Colors are accurate and consistent across both main and ultra-wide lenses. This phone brought two major game changes: night mode on all cameras and the ability to shoot 4K Dolby Vision video up to 30 FPS, and that video quality alone still makes it a compelling choice for creators in 2025. But let's be honest, it's not perfect by any means. It absolutely misses out on a telephoto lens, which means zooming in is purely digital. That's fine for most everyday shots, but if you zoom in deep, the image quality starts to fall apart. And while it has night mode, the truth is the low light performance struggles a tiny bit against the newer phones. That 5 years difference in sensor technology definitely starts to show when the lights go completely out. Overall, it's still a solid and highly capable camera setup for the vast majority. For an iPhone to survive this long, it needs Apple support. So let's talk about the software experience, especially what's it like running the iOS 26 on the iPhone 12 in 2025. The A14 Bionic chip is handling the brand new iOS 26, and that's an impressive feat alone. The update is visually stunning with that transparent look Apple calls liquid glass. The animations look incredibly cool, giving it a depth that kinda reminds me of a modern day Windows 7. Even things like Apple CarPlay gets the same gorgeous liquid glass treatment, and for a 5-year-old phone running the graphically demanding UI, the A14 Bionic chip still feels decently fast. Released on iOS 14, the iPhone 12 is expected to receive updates at least until 2027. It's not all perfect though. The two biggest bottlenecks show up immediately: the 4GB RAM and the 60Hz display. That combination makes it feel noticeably choppy when quickly switching between heavy apps. I've even had some apps freeze on me completely, facing a quick close and relaunch. I'm hoping Apple will continue to iron out the optimization in the upcoming updates to truly stabilize performance on the older hardware. So there you have it. Let's wrap up and give you the final verdict on the iPhone 12 in 2025. The question of whether you should still be using the iPhone 12 is entirely personal, but we can break it down into three types of users. First, if you're an existing user and have no major problems, keep it. With expected software support until at least 2027 and a simple battery replacement to restore its full performance, this phone has years of life left. Secondly, if you're a power user, you play demanding games and edit videos, the 4GB of RAM and 60Hz display will frustrate you. It also has a decade-old Lightning port instead of Type-C. That's why it's simply not the best option in that case. New buyers on a budget. If you need a premium phone experience, a great camera, and MagSafe on a tight budget, the iPhone 12 is now incredibly cheap on the used market, making it an excellent value proposition. There you have it. Let me know in the comment section below, are you still rocking the iPhone 12 or what phone are you planning to upgrade from the iPhone 12? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one.